Good evening, I'm Mikey Clapis, and this is Lend Me Your Ears, the only album review show hosted by me, Mikey Clapis. Wonderful American by Werner Herzog is a 6-course meal of existential melancholy delivered through a steady stream of tuneful, spaced-out indie folk. A cursory attempt to categorize the debut album of this Oakland group might spring to mind adjectives like experimental and psychedelic, but I think these words are too subjective for a music review. After all, what's experimental to one listener might be totally ordinary to the next. The only thing that psychedelic tells me is that if you played it for your square friends, they might ask what drugs the artist was on when they made it. That one never gets old. So let's get specific. I mentioned indie folk, and I think this is a good starting point as far as aesthetics go. The opener, Birthday Song, quickly backs this up with a twangy guitar riff and some adept finger picking. Our singer kicks us into a lovesick soliloquy, his voice equal parts dark and nasal. He pays tribute to the band's folk predecessors with a focus on world-weary lyrics and a few vocal scoops where necessary. The bridge makes good on the psychedelic promise as a bit of flangy feedback launches us into the stratosphere, a cosmic refrain of I believe, almost daring its listeners to fix their eyes to the heavens for proof of UFOs. The vocalist seems perfectly aware of the combination's nerdy evocations. Indeed, the bridge feels like something that would make John Linnell from They Might Be Giants proud. The band deftly contrasts jangly folk rock with some sonic sketches from outer space, and this dichotomy carries right through to the next song, Dark Places, which meshes harpsichord tones and eerie synth with catchy, nihilistic chorus suitable for an apocalyptic campfire sing-along. Not like Kumbaya, more like Andrew Jackson Jihad meets the Mountain Goats meets Nick Cave. And the rest of the album pretty much follows suit. The haunting melody and ethereal strings of the song James Bond theme belie a heavy-hearted tale of what could have been. The frank sardonic tone and straight-ahead chords of Emily would make it feel at home on a late-era Pavement release, with a genre-crossing coda that only reinforces the band's trippy, self-aware sense of humor. And if it sounds like I'm being too broad, you should know the next track is a cover of a song by Pere Ubu, those lords of alt rock weirdness. The album closes with the expectantly beachy Down by the Ocean, complete with watery reverb. In short, Werner Herzog provides bittersweet interstellar pop folk for a sad, hopeful world that dreams of something greater out there. But their offbeat sensibilities never get in the way of solid musicianship and good lyricism, so they shouldn't be taken as novelty. Still, if aliens ever get stood up on prom night, I have an album they might like to listen to.